Hey, what's up everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews with another video. Thank you guys for checking it out. Please hit that like, subscribe button because it helps out the channel tremendously, and also hit that little bell button because that alerts you to all the content. Anyway, so a lot of you guys are really interested in what games are going to be getting like the Scorpio treatment and things like that. And it looks like a game that a lot of people aren't really talking about, but is, you know, could be one of those sleeper hits, is the Surge. From developer Deck 13, and they did an interview where they were talking about the Xbox Scorpio, Xbox in general, and PS4 Pro. Again, it looks like this game is going to get one of those 4K upgrades on the Xbox Scorpio, but the interesting thing is here they talk about the PS4 Pro a bit as well. It's a pretty interesting interview. And they are talking about, okay, so this is a question. You've announced that PS4 Pro users may choose between dynamic 4K 30 frames per second mode and a 1080p 60 frames per second mode. Are there any graphical differences like textures, etc. between these two modes other than resolution? And they respond, both modes offer the same range of visual effects and same texture quality. The only difference lay in the resolution and the refresh rate. So there you go with that. PS4 Pro not getting any kind of improved textures or anything like that. And when they say dynamic 4K, by the way, because they ask him, they say, can you give us specifics on the dynamic 4K, such as minimum and maximum resolution ranges and average range according to your estimates? And he says, in quality mode, we're offering an internal render buffer size of 1620p. Wow, so 1620p, think about that. Now think about how much better the Scorpio version is going to look. There's nothing out of the ordinary going on here. No checkerboard rendering, no 4K geometry rendering. Instead, every rendering pass in the background is actually processed in 150% of the base resolution. So even passes that process in a lower resolution, like parts of our particle rendering, fog volumes, or lights, benefit greatly. It says the Surge will get HDR update shortly after launch. Was it hard to add this to the game? How much of the graphics improvements do you think it is? He says the HDR feature was added pretty late in the production cycle, thus neither the lighting nor the post-processing content were specifically set up with this feature in mind. To sum up the integration process, we just had to adjust a few of our rendering passes, change the back buffer format, and provide the correct tone mapping operator in our post-processing pipeline. Enabling HDR in the Surge won't be a game changer, but the gain in color range and light intensity is clearly noticeable. Then they ask, will HDR be available on all platforms, PS4, Xbox One S, and PC? And he says currently the HDR support has only been announced for the PS4 and PS4 Pro. That's all they can say right now. So clearly they're kind of tight-lipped. And then they ask him about the Scorpio being able to run it at 4K. And he says, given the current state of our rendering backends and given the specs of Scorpio, 4K might be really close. Sadly, they haven't had a chance to touch it yet. So they're kind of tight-lipped on this stuff, and I think that that's obviously what's going to happen right now. They also actually ask him about, you know, the differences in RAM and things like that between the Scorpio and the PS4 Pro. And they also actually mentioned DirectX 12 and Vulkan and things like that, and it's a nice little interview, which I will obviously link in the description so you guys can check it out. But it does look like this will be a game that'll get, you know, one of those 4K native situations. I mean, anything that's running quote-unquote dynamic on the PS4 Pro, you know, is just going to get totally the full treatment on Scorpio, because we've seen that developers are running the best games, the best versions, and that's even what Phil Spencer has said. So we definitely have that to look forward to. And this is a game that some people are like, hey crap, how come nobody's talking about this game? I'm really excited about it, and I agree. I think that this game looks pretty cool and pretty unique, especially given what we've been getting lately, and I'm really excited to see, and it could be something that ends up in my backlog till Scorpio launches. I don't know, but it's definitely cool. And these guys actually did sign an exclusive agreement with Microsoft, so they're supposedly working on a handful of games or a few games exclusively for Microsoft on the Xbox platform. So let me know what you guys think. Please sound off, rate, comment, and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Crapgamer out.